Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. This is Ams in Progress, and we have a what I eat in a day. This is the first video I am recording of 2024, so yay. And also the first video I am recording since all of y'all have found me, since my WW tip video. So I just want to take a minute to say hi, thank you for subscribing, welcome. I'm going into a what I eat in a day, but I'm going to be a little bit more thorough since I think there are a lot of new people here and people who are new to WW. So I'm going to say what I'm eating, but we're also going to talk about why I chose these things. What I eat in a days are not saying you need to eat these foods so that you have the results I have. It's just giving you ideas and how I put my day together to manage 23 points a day. Some of you are going to have more, none of you are going to have less. I think 23 is the bottom amount of points you get. So we're going to give you ideas and ways to think about how to build your plates for success. So I work today. That means I'm not going to get home until after 5. Some days I work really early in the morning, in which case I eat a very, very small breakfast because my stomach doesn't know I'm awake yet. Today is the medium day, so I don't go into work till 8. I wake up about 6, have some coffee, have some breakfast. A lot of times I'm prepping in my crock pot a meal because I don't want to cook when I get home, but I also don't want to stop and get fast food on the way home. So having something already going and ready means I'm not going to stop, and I'm setting myself up for success. So we are going to make some Crockpot chicken and gravy, and we're going to do a mixture here. We do whole foods, fresh foods here, and we also do convenient foods because this is our real life and we want nutrients and convenience. All right, best of both worlds. So first off, I always start off with coffee. I've already had a discussion with someone and their coffee was a lot of points and they were like, what the heck? I'm gonna say this, if you are new to WW, you need to find a sugar-free creamer if you're a creamer person, because the coffee creamer will eat up your points so quickly. So this is my favorite. You need to find your favorite. This is the Coffee Mate Italian Sweet Cream. I can have 6 tablespoons, which is enough for 2 cups of coffee for 2 points. 3 tablespoons is 1 point. So I only spend 2 points a day on coffee. This makes me happy. So you need to do that. I mentioned I have PCOS and insulin resistance. Sorry, it's early. And my mouth is not used to talking this much in the morning. I'm normally like the Grinch in the morning, so bear with me. I take Ovasitol. This is a twice a day medication you just put into water. I will link this down below. Talk to your doctor, all the things. I'm not a doctor. I'm just someone figuring this stuff out for myself. But this is supposed to help with insulin levels. I definitely notice when I am consistently taking this twice a day, my cravings are way, way down. And when I don't, and a lot of times I'll remember this in the morning, but sometimes I forget. And by sometimes, I'm meaning all of a sudden lately, always forgetting to take this in the evening. Like yesterday, took it in the morning, forgot to take it in the evening. So take it tonight. Just a little note to myself. I take this twice a day. I don't make any money off of that link if you order it. That's just how I order it. That's the cheapest way I have found to order it. So that's just a little helpful hint. And also it helps me because when I need to reorder it, I can just go to my own video and click on the link. So I'm gonna have my second cup of coffee. I only put this in the first and then I'll have it again tonight, hopefully. Meanwhile, I need to get some breakfast going because I'm about to go to work and I'm gonna get hungry and cranky if I don't eat. So let's get breakfast. All right, you can probably hear the microwave going. That's because I'm gonna warm up some oatmeal. There are so many things I like for breakfast. I like egg salad. I like hard-boiled eggs with toast. I don't like to cook in the morning. So I normally meal prep something or do something really fast like this. The only time I don't mind cooking in the morning is if I'm off and I can have brunch. So keeping it real here. This is 2 points for this bag of oatmeal. This is also tiny. If you just eat this, you're probably gonna be hungry pretty fast. So because we're on WW and we like the low points of this, but we need like fullness, we're gonna add 0 point foods. Yes, that's what they're there for. I'm gonna add an entire pear to my oatmeal. This literally almost just doubled the size of my meal. To that, I'm also going to add 1 tablespoon of the pepitas, the green pumpkin seeds. 1 tablespoon of this is 0 points. So I have crunch and extra fiber and magnesium and all the good things that I get with this fresh seeds. I get sweetness and deliciousness and fullness with this pear, as well as fiber and fullness with those oats. So I've built a good hearty breakfast. Best case scenario, I would throw a couple hard-boiled eggs on the side or some kind of protein on the side. I don't have it today. Not every day is perfect. So I don't have anything prepped. That would be my goal on my days off, to prep a few more things. But this will be nice and filling. And then I'll try to incorporate a little bit more protein for my next snack. Another tip is I wash all of my produce when I get it home from the grocery store. That way it's ready to go. I'm way more likely to eat it if all I have to do is do some cutting or even just open a container. There's a lot of stuff I prep in advance and like get it cut up too. Well, I don't want this to go brown, so I leave this whole. And again, for you, it doesn't have to be pear. It can be whatever you want. It could be apple. It could be grapes on the side. It could be strawberries. But find a 0-point food that you can add with every single meal. It will help your fullness so much. It'll help you get more calories. We do need calories, guys. Our bodies operate on calories. If you are just so tired and exhausted and you're like eating almost no calories, I can almost guarantee you it's because you need to eat more food. Weight Watchers does not want you to starve. But by making this a 0-point food, it has now pushed me to this healthier option rather than just starving. So, and then again, this is a tablespoon. I'm just gonna scoop, level it out, sprinkle it over. And now I have a giant, literally doubled the size of my food and added no points whatsoever. And again, you don't have to stir it in. You can add it to the side, but just add it. Just add the 0 points. I can't say that enough. Let's go make our dinner. So this meal came from Felicia Keithley. She is someone who lost weight on Weight Watchers years ago. I will link her video down below if I can find it. She doesn't really post much more. But the few videos she does have can be really good resources. So I'm gonna add this Healthy Request chicken, cream of chicken. You can also get the like fat-free one, like 98% fat-free, whatever it is. Either one of those are fine options. I'm adding that to 1 cup of water. And then I'm gonna add 2 packets of chicken gravy. My crock pot on the days I work later has been a godsend. So again, finding what works for you and your lifestyle, something that you can maintain. If I had to come home and cook every day that I just worked my butt off, I have a very physical job. So if I had to immediately come home and cook, I would be bitter and resentful and it wouldn't work. But coming home and 99% of the dinner being done for me, yeah, I can work with that. Just stirring those together. Now I haven't added any salt at all because I'm not sure how salty it's going to be with these canned and packaged ingredients. I am going to add a good amount of black pepper. Going to add some straight to my chicken. Pour this gravy on. I don't know if I said it, but this is 2 points for a serving of this chicken, which is a 6. It's about half a chicken breast, and these are big chickens, so that's good. All right, that's it. We've done the hard part of our dinner. This is the Drew Barrymore crock pot. I've had people ask me. I got it at Walmart for 50 bucks because mine broke. And yes, I do like it. We are going to switch it over to low. And she says low for 10 hours. That seems a bit excessive. I'm just gonna go 9. That still seems excessive, but we're gonna do it because I got a big old chicken breast in there. So when we get home from work, we can shred this up and get the rest of the stuff ready. Easy peasy. Let's talk about lunch and snacks at work. I have some leftovers here. These are Hawaiian meatballs. I'll leave the recipe links below. I have that on top of a 4th cup of jasmine rice that is mixed with cauliflower rice. This is another great way to really bulk up your meals is by adding vegetables and 0-point foods. So I have about a cup of cauliflower rice, 4th cup jasmine, and then the meatballs. So this is 8 points for this, which is a little high for lunch, but since I know my dinner is going to be lower points, I'm going to be fine. I'm taking a 3-point Quest bar. This is a protein bar. Not all of them are 3 points, so make sure you scan the box before you commit. You know what I mean? It's the worst thing to do is get home, buy it, get home, and then realize it's like 5 points and super depressing. So 3 points and lots of protein. And then whatever your favorite fruit is. So today I have cantaloupe. So that is my lunch. We have a refrigerator at work I can put it in. I also keep some coolers, little pouch things in there. So crust bar goes in there. The rest will go in the other. And I will see you when it's time to eat. I also have a thing of water, and I'm taking a bottle of water so that when this runs out, I can add the bottle of water to this ice here and have extra water at work. So we are ready to go. All right, I'm on my break. I'm sorry that I'm looking so sexy. It's the cross that I bear, you know, it's a burden, but someone has to do it. I'm gonna eat my Quest bar here, 3 points for this. Again, I did not have much protein with my breakfast, so I wanna make sure I'm getting protein now. I say this because this is how you're gonna stay full. Protein is really gonna help you. If you're struggling with being hungry, number one, increase your protein. Number two, make sure you're eating enough 0-point foods. So I could eat this in Cantaloupe if I wanted, but since my break is a little bit late, I'm gonna be eating lunch pretty soon. So I'm just gonna hold off on the Cantaloupe. I can eat it with my lunch, or I can eat it on my second break. But either way, it will be eaten because I love me some Cantaloupe. So 3 points. All right, I'll see you at lunchtime. It is lunchtime. I like to hide in my car and eat because I'm an introvert. I'm gonna eat my meatballs and my cauliflower and rice and my cantaloupe. It's supposed to be raining here before too long, so I don't want to have to come back out to my car and eat my cantaloupe later. So I'm gonna eat it now. So far, I'm feeling good. I'm taking lunch like an hour and a half late, and I'm not super hungry because I had enough protein and stuff in my stomach. Sometimes if I don't do that, I'm starving by the time it's lunchtime, and that's only gonna lead to me eating worse things later in the evening when I'm home. So if you can avoid that, it's a hormone thing. Once you get that hormone in your system, it gets really, really hard to satiate and to ignore. So you want to keep that from happening. I'm going to mentally check out and listen to an audiobook and just vibe out for like 30 minutes. And I'll see you probably when it's time to cook dinner. I have to grab a couple things after work from the store. So it's going to be a low-key dinner. And I'm very happy that it's already being cooked right now as we speak. When I got home, I threw some frozen green beans in the air fryer, seasoned with salt, pepper, and garlic powder, and some oil spray, and cooked them on 380 for about 15 minutes. Shredded up my chicken and stirred it back into the gravy and made our plates. I used these mashed potatoes just for convenience sake. And here we have our plate. My whole dinner was only 6 points. For my husband and daughter on the side, I added some croissants. I normally like to add something to the side for theirs. They're not on a diet. They can have the delicious croissants. So happy with this dinner. I'll definitely be having it again. I was a little hungry and wanted a little something else for a snack, so I finished my night with some decaf coffee. I remembered my last serving of Avacetol. I used another 2 tablespoons of my creamer and had 2 of these oatmeal bites. These are my favorite. I find these in the bakery section at H-E-B. They're 1 point per cookie, and they are delicious. They are my go-to. Just a side note, when I am just tracking my day, I do not track 0-point foods. I'm only tracking them on the days I do the What I Eat in a Day video to show you that they're 0 points. I love the fact that I don't have to track every single thing I put in my mouth. So just know that that is an option if you need it.